Good afternoon, everyone. Today's lesson is 6.2, Interpreting Graphs. There are two key terms we need to know. The first is interpolation. That is where you estimate a value between two given values. So this is looking inside of a graph between 2 points to try to find an answer. Extrapolate is the opposite. That's where you estimate a value beyond a given set of values. You'll see what this means here in a moment. The first example discusses the altitude and temperature of a water balloon, and we are given a graph to answer these three questions. The first question is to interpolate the approximate value for the air temperature when the balloon is at a height of 600 meters. So if we look at our graph, we can see the balloon's height of 600 meters is right here. This is between these two given points. So to find the air temperature, we start at 600, we scroll up until we hit the graph. And once we hit the graph, we go over, and our answer is approximately 7.5 or 8 would be the approximate temperature when we're at 600 meters. For the second question, it says, what's the approximate altitude of the balloon when the air temperature is negative 7.5? So we go to negative 7.5, which should be down here. We scroll all the way over until we hit the graph. We go up, and it looks like it's just over 1600. I'd say approximately 1650. The textbook's got 1700. The answers aren't going to be exact here. You're just looking to be close. The third question says, is it possible to interpolate the precise value for the air temperature when the altitude is 1050.92? As you can see, there's no way for us to tell where 1050.92 is right here. So we cannot say the exact temperature. We can only give approximations. At this point, I would like you to pause your video for a moment and attempt these three questions on your own. Pause now. Now that you've attempted them, let's look at the answers. What's the plane's approximate altitude at 50 seconds? We go to 50 seconds, scroll up, and then over. It should be approximately 10 kilometers. At what time was the plane's altitude approximately 11 kilometers? Well, we go to 11, go over, hit that, and go down. It looks like maybe 42 seconds or so. And then the final question is it appropriate to join the points with a straight line? Anytime you're asked if you should join the points, you have to ask yourself, can you have half of something? Yes, you can measure time in half, and you can measure distance in half. So in this case, the answer is yes. Once again, I'd like you to try this on your own, so please pause your video now. Now that you've had a chance to attempt it, let's look at the answer. The first one says, at what approximate period of time does the computer have no value? Here we're going to have to extrapolate. We have to extrapolate down to where the computer will have a value of $0. So we just continue the line all the way down. The computer will have a value of $0 at approximately 5.5 years. The second question is, when was the computer worth approximately $200? Well, we go to $200, scroll over. It looks like at about 4 years. Is it appropriate to join these points with a straight line? Yes, it is, because both time and money can be measured in decimal points, right? You can have half a dollar and you can have half a year. This was a quick lesson today, and that brings us to the end. You guys shouldn't have too much trouble with this. Here is your assignment, page 226, numbers 4 to 10, 14, and 17. If you have any questions, please send me an email or leave a message in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.